Now, I usually like to get my petrol at the Super U stations here, because the service there, I find it's super, you know. It's also good because there's a supermarket and I can pick up some water and some lunch. Usually they have those triangular sandwiches, which are nice. Well, they're acceptable. Here we are. There's no numbers on the sign, which isn't a good sign though. But hey, here we are. Petrol got, lunch had. Let's head on. Recently I've been getting a load of comments saying, "Good man yourself, Brendan." And it was just one, then two, then three, then like, you know, one every day for the past week, and I've been freaking out wondering, is this some sort of joke that I'm on the outside of? As it turns out, one of my co-workers, Bryan, he runs a podcast called Let's Fight a Boss, where they talk about things like video games and the animation industry and things like that. And he gave me a little shout out there and said to say "good man yourself" on my channel if people watch it from there. So thanks, Bryan, for the shout out, and everyone that's come here from the Let's Fight a Boss podcast, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the ride. Now, at the point you joined, it's a relatively lull period because I was just putting up the card postals, which aren't really indicative of what the channel normally is. But by the time this video comes out, which will be like halfway through all these videos from my French trip, hopefully you'll have stuck around and got a better feel for what this is about. But yeah, thanks again. Bryan, you were very good summing up my character as, you know, he loves his vintage bike and he loves Beagles, and I think that's about 90% of all that there is to me, so yeah. Speaking of wind farms, bonjour les vaches. Now this isn't the way you're supposed to go, but I just wanted to see what this big manor is. I guess this is the entrance. So, from what I can tell, this houses the tombs of people that were anti-revolutionary during the revolution of 1795. So people that wanted to keep the monarchy in. Interesting. You never think about, you know, what happens to them after. But yeah, anyways, on to something older. Wow, kids. God. Something of a premonition there, huh? What am I looking at? It's like a go-kart track but for segways. Mad. Carnac, the site of the Des Alignments de Carnac, or the Stones of Carnac, which are many neolithic sites. On the right we have aligned stones, and there's 3 different types of them. The names I forget. But they were put there in Neolithic times. New, lithic, or lith, stone, age, something like that. New Stone Age. So that was about 5,000 years ago. Now there's a lot of traffic around here today. It must be just a very popular spot, both 5,000 years ago and today, 2022. Some more. Hello, horse. Hope he's not scared of the engine. Yeah, so they would have been set up by hunter-gatherers. Not quite sure for what purpose though, but you can see that they're all in rows. Going for miles. They estimate they're between the years 3300 BC and 4500 BCE. Now there's several myths that came out of them. One such myth was that they're a lot younger than they are, and that pagans, anti-Catholic pagans back in the day, were hunting down one of the popes, and he turned them all to stone where they stood. So this is an army of pagans that the Pope turned to stone, which that doesn't feel like quite a holy power so much as a cult kind of one. Then again, Sodom and Gomorrah turning people into pillars of ash. They also have a portal dolmen here, or if you're from the UK or Cornwall, you'd call it something quite different, I believe. Alright, it wasn't quite a portal dolmen, it was something of a passage too. With portal dolmens you would have sort of 1, 2, and a big rock on top, which is called a megalith, because it's a mega big rock lith. You know yourself. Anyways, for now, oh, we've got the boys behind us by the look of it. Let's let them overtake us. Anyways, let's go on to Lorient for some more sous-marines or submarines. Sous under marines, water, just like in English. Had a bit more success and a bit less amount of cows this time trying to find a portal dolmen, which is good. Out here in Carnac, where they have the Alignments de Carnac, the Aligned Stones of Carnac,